We're deeply disturbed. We're a small community, and for this to happen to us is catastrophic.
I'd lay the blame all of the politicians, public figures who are sort of pushing this Islamophobic narrative. If you push that narrative, then things like this are going to happen.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's Robert Kai here reporting for 5 Pillars. So I've arrived in Peacehaven, which is on the south coast of England, and right behind me is the mosque that was attacked by 2 masked individuals who were hoping to burn it down. There were people inside at the time of the attack. They have luckily survived, but only because by the grace of Allah, the attackers were not able to gain entry into the site, which I've been told that they apparently tried to do. So they set fire to the front entrance on the outside, and before the flames got too big, before a car which is located just outside the premises exploded and was engulfed in flames, the individuals who were inside were able to escape, but only because they essentially jumped over the flames to avoid a horrible fate. This is the latest in a string of Islamophobic hate attacks on the Muslim community in this country that have happened just this year alone. Mosques are a prime target. Many mosques have been either attacked or vandalized, or attempts of major attacks of this level or worse have been attempted but were luckily stopped. We've seen everything taking place this year. Vandalism and graffiti, all the way up to, like the incident you see behind me, an arson attack attempting to burn down the entire establishment. This could have ended very badly. People could have been killed. They very nearly were, but luckily, by the grace of Allah, it didn't turn out that way. Just introduce yourself for me first, if you don't mind.
Hamid Khan, trustee at Peacehaven Mosque.
And could you just give me your reaction following the attack on the mosque?
Very shocked, very disturbed at the moment, very traumatic that this has happened. And yeah, just a very sort of depressing for the community, which is very small here. Yeah, and just trying to recover from it at the moment. Yeah, we've never had a bad taking in terms of community. We've in the community, I think we've always been quite welcomed, and we started it since 2019, so it's always been really positive from that perspective. But yeah, I mean, this has been really shocking, you know, from the incident, and especially the people that were inside the building. It's been our first protocol to deal with them and see that they're safe. So yeah, that's the part that we're trying to understand, really. I mean, the police has categorised this as arsonage attack and hate crime. We think it could be much more than that, given the ambulances outside and the kind of thing that the people were looking to initiate. You know, that they petrol the entire car and other vehicles here, and I think they probably sensed that there was a presence of people inside as well. If they hadn't sensed that, they might have done much more. So they tried to, you know, yeah. So I think that we've got a bit light on the touch. We've got away with a bit light on the touch in terms of what was going to be a much bigger event.
My name is Tassin.
And Omar.
And you are members of the congregation, local community members,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Could you just give me your reaction following the attack?
Obviously, it's devastating to see that obviously people can't use the masjid for the time being, whilst it's being checked and investigated. But inshallah, you know, we're not scared of anything. People will carry on praying salah here. You know, we're not worried about anything. It's not going to stop people praying salah. That's the most important thing, you know.
We appreciate all the support as well, coming from all the masjids, all the organisations around the country. We really appreciate your support. Jazakallah khair.
And the locals as well. The locals have been very supportive. They've left flowers. They've said they're upset by seeing it. But yeah, inshallah, it'll be back open soon.
So my name's Dave. I live in Peacehaven. I've lived here for about 6 or 7 years, and I work down in Brighton.
Could you just give me a reaction following this attack on the mosque?
Honestly, I was quite shocked in one way, but with everything else that's been going on, with the flags and the sort of resurgent far right, I wasn't that shocked. But it's heartbreaking to see it where you live, I think.
The situation in Britain is getting worse. It's getting really bad now. Muslims are being scapegoated, they're being dehumanized on a massive scale, and there are different forces, there are forces at work who are trying to break down the social fabric of this country, turn neighbour against neighbour. There are street level hooligans and thugs and populists like Tommy Robinson, who very recently held a hate march in London, which I attended, and he was inviting speakers from abroad, agitators, Quran burners, who went on stage and were literally inciting for some kind of holy war on Britain's shores. Valentina Gomez, for example, was talking about how foreign Islamist rapists are taking over Britain and they want to implement Sharia law, and that Christian warriors have to mobilize to defend this Christian land, or else foreign Muslims will wipe you out. There is rhetoric, poisonous rhetoric, which is radicalizing people in this country potentially to take out action like this, which could cost human lives. The authorities are not doing enough about this, there's no doubt about that. We have a left-wing Labour government, can you believe it, that's actually pandering to right-wing talking points, engaging in right-wing rhetoric in order to try and stay in power. It's not working, it's not improving the situation, and still parties like Reform UK are polling incredibly strongly. So there is a threat, there is a danger in society. I don't want to use alarmist language for no reason or to cause alarm or to spread fear, but we've reached a point now where we have to face reality, we have to have a reality check, we have to speak factually about the situation, and the fact is that this situation cannot go on. It's dangerous, it's toxic, and people are going to get seriously hurt. They're going to get seriously hurt unless it's dealt with. We have a self-described practicing Muslim Home Secretary, and it was just the other day that she targeted Muslim pro-Palestine protesters and called them un-British, and said that their legitimate peaceful protest action was inappropriate, things like that. So rather than tackling what you'd expect a Muslim Home Secretary to do, tackle the threat of the far right, she's actually feeding into their rhetoric, feeding into their narrative, and going after the left, going after pro-Palestine activists, going after Muslims. So until this problem is dealt with, and we have to find peaceful ways, constructive ways of dealing with it, we have to empower and protect ourselves, we have to be vigilant. As Muslims in this country, we must be vigilant. Mosques need to invest in security measures and protect themselves without feeding into the hate. We have to find a way out of this. We have to find a way of protecting ourselves and ensuring that we are looking out for one another, because we can't guarantee that the state is here to protect our interests.